Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Drew.
And I'm Chris.
We're not experts on this subject,
Right.
but we wanted to get together and talk just a little bit about what's going on. So I've seen some things, and this is again just with the polarity of you can't have this, you can't have this, don't believe this, we shouldn't make this as race is a social construct. It's not really a biological issue. And do you not see in that just a statement of quit your crying, you're making a big deal about nothing, instead of what it should be is, yes, it is a social construct, but it's a social construct that has implications, and it has more implications on your life than it does on my life. In terms of negativity, maybe more in my life in positivity. But when it goes to these arguments again that are these, okay, now we're arguing about this, what goes on in your heart when you're hearing people say it's a non-issue, the more we make about it, race doesn't really scientifically exist, or whatever that argument is, and so it's just a social construct without the fuller story of the implications of that? What goes on in your heart?
Immediately, when I hear that, I make the assumption that they don't want change, right? They don't want things to change. They're satisfied with the way things are. That's just my first reaction. Sure. It may not be me correct. That's just like my knee jerk. Okay, that's a non-starter for me. You just prove to me that you don't want to have a real conversation.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to observe it and it's another thing to experience it. I don't know what cancer feels like. I'm assuming that it's painful. I'm assuming that it's uncomfortable. I'm assuming that it's going to take your family through trauma, and you're going to go through emotional ups and downs, and there's going to be some moments where you feel like you're going to make it, and other moments where you just feel like you're not going to make it. And then the idea of the fear that this thing's going to take you out. And some days you want to push, and then some days you don't think that you got it. Now, I never had cancer, but that's my assumption. All right? And though I've never experienced it, even though I have an assumption, and my assumption may even be wrong, but to if I really want to know, then I have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Tell me how that feels. What is that? What are you going through? Because this is what I think it looks like. Is that what it feels like? And have that conversation. But when and I say cancer, racism is like a cancer. But
sure.
But if I go up there and say, you know what, cancer, it's just a racial. It's just a construct. It's all in your mind. It's the government. It's a conspiracy or whatever like this. It's not. It minimizes what that person is dealing with, right?
Yeah.
It minimizes what they're going through at that moment. And so when I hear that, it's like it's minimizing the experiences that I'm experiencing, that my friends are experiencing, that and I'm not saying here, we know that we are a lot better off than we were 50 years ago, than we were 100 years ago. We know that. And yet there's some part of us that say more things change, more things stay the same. But we know that we got the right to vote. We know we can eat at lunch counters where we want to go. Though I've had experiences where I've gone and they didn't want to serve us because, or they seated us back at the bathroom when there was a whole bunch of seats, near the bathroom. I said at the bathroom, near the bathroom, stuff like, or in the back or things like that. Or they waited on this couple. Or this group was 5 of them, and there's only 2 of us, and we're sitting here like, okay, what's up? And so and I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that every time that happens, it's a racist thing, but because of our experiences, it's easy for us to see that as saying, I think they did that.
Yes.
because of the color of our skin, because of our experiences.
Yeah.
And so
Hmm.
you gotta understand that everything just stems from that lens, you know.
Yeah.
What we and the reason why we protest is because of our experiences,
Yeah.
our shared experiences. And so from the outside looking in, resist the urge to say, hey, get over it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just a social construct, you know. Hey, all you need is a tweak here and a tweak here, and you'll be fine. Just, you know, stop making a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
No. I got cancer, man.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It hurts,
Yeah.
you know. And so, yeah, like I said, you know, if someone came to me and said that, then I immediately am thinking in my mind, they really don't want a solution right now.
Hmm.